Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Heather, and on this channel I like to walk a very fine line between a shopping addicted makeup monster and a responsible adult with a makeup hobby. Now, I really enjoy eyeshadow singles, duochromes, multichromes, blush, highlight, lip gloss, basically everything except pressed glitter. And today I wanted to just show you a quick collected haul of things that I have picked up recently. If there's anything that you're interested in seeing, definitely let me know in a comment so that I can make sure I prioritize filming that. But without further ado, let's get into this. I'll talk about some of the stuff that I picked up on my own first, and then I will talk through the couple of things that I picked up for Mother's Day. My husband was kind enough to basically just say, go to Sephora, Ulta, bit of both, buy what you want, enjoy kind of thing. So I was super excited to take advantage of that offer. But first I'm going to show you a couple of palettes that I picked up recently, a couple of like face products and brushes and things like that. So when strolling through Walmart the one day, I did pick up the hard candy Girl Scout little puffs. I was a Girl Scout, so that kind of like, the memories, you know? But I'd been wanting to try some of these little like velour puffs, so I figured this was a great time to try those out. I also picked up the Real Techniques Pastel Pop Face Brush set from Ulta. It does also come with a spatula, which I think is kind of nice because there are products that I use that, you know, when you get to the very end, it's hard to get the last bit out. So I'm happy to have those, and I think those pastel brushes are really, really pretty. As far as face makeup, I think the only thing to mention here is the LA Girl Rosy Glow Envy Skin Illuminator. This is like a liquid highlighter, and let me see if I can just squeeze a little bit out so you can see. It is definitely like sparkly, but I think it's really pretty when it's spread out nicely on the cheeks. So you can see it's like super, super intense, right? But if you blend it out, eventually the sparkles kind of all mitigate and you're left with just sort of a lustrous, sparkly kind of look on the face. I think it's really pretty tapped into the like brow. What am I saying? You guys, I haven't filmed in a hot second and my brain is just like mush today. If you put some of this on the cheekbone and then top it with a more subtle highlighter, I think it blends the sparkles into the more subtle highlighter a little bit more nicely. And I think overall that gives you a really nice look. All right. Hair products, the only hair thing to mention is that OUAI finally released the hair and body mist in that St. Bart's fragrance, which just smells like the beach. It smells like sunscreen, the beach, a hot afternoon. You're just waking up from passing out on the beach after swimming, getting a little bit hungry and ready for dinner. Like that is the sensation or the memory that brings back to me. So awesome, awesome fragrance for the hair. And then I did go ahead and pick up the Le Monde Gourmand Pétale Éphémère, which is one of their new fragrances. It released at Ulta, and it has this like peachy quality. It has like peach, marshmallow, vanilla. It's a really subtle fragrance, and this sort of like milky quality in the actual bottle itself is a little bit disconcerting. Like that, I don't know. For some reason that weirds me out, but the actual scent is very nice. And then I did also pick up the Kayali Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar trial size whenever that came out. This was a blind buy, so I picked up the trial size first, and I do really like it. It's got like a sweet sugary candy kind of like walking into a candy store kind of a scent, and then there's something like, I don't know, like light wood or something underneath it that makes it feel a little bit more grown up than just like a Prada candy kind of fragrance. It smells really good. All right, let's talk some palettes. So I had some shop cash that was going to expire, so I did pick up the Bard palette from Fantasy Cosmetica, and it looks like this. Have not used it yet, so if you're interested in seeing, I know this is an older palette, but if you're interested in seeing anything with this one, definitely let me know. And then Clarity got me on some of their sales recently. They had I think it was like spend $40 or $50 and then you got a free palette. So I purchased the Euphoria palette, which looks like this. So it's got this cool kind of pink, purple, blue color story to it. And I do like this packaging that they did. And then the free palette that came with it was the Oasis palette, which was their new sneak peeked palette. And this one is like an all blue monochromatic color story. I thought this was really pretty too. It kind of reminds me of that like Angry Mermaid palette that they did, but I'm looking forward to giving this one a try and see if the quality of the metallics is a little bit stronger, because those are definitely like a more powdery formula in that mermaid palette. Then this palette went on sale, so I did decide to pick up the Nueva Vida palette, and it looks like this, and nice bright poppy colors. I'm looking forward to giving that one a try for sure. So if you'd like to see some looks with that one, let me know. And then Playing in Makeup by Yolando had, and you guys, I am such a joke for buying this, but they had a half price sale, so I did go ahead and pick up the Jamrock 2 matte eyeshadow palette, which is this enormous palette here. And the inside looks like this. I thought it was really pretty, predominantly like cool tones, some pastels. I thought that was a really pretty kind of combination of colors within the palette, and I thought it would complement some of my like duochrome, multichrome palettes quite nicely. The reason I say I'm such a joke for buying this is because I think this is my fourth Playing in Makeup by Yolando palette, and I don't know that I've actually tried any of them yet, so I need to actually like try them to make sure I'm liking the formulas. And then last but not least is the Ellis palette from Blend Bunny. I wasn't going to get this palette, and the more I looked at it, the more I was like, this is such a gorgeous palette. I do still want it. So I did go ahead and pick it up. I had a little bit of extra fun money lying around, so I went ahead and picked this one up. And I'm definitely looking forward to trying out like the blues and the purples most, because those are like predominantly my fave colors. But I think the grays that are in here are quite nice. The pinks that are in here are quite nice. And I even like that they have this sort of salmony oranges that are separate from the reds here. So overall, I think that's going to be really, really fun to play with. All right, so that's all the stuff that I picked up personally. Now I'll switch over and talk about the stuff that I picked up for Mother's Day. Right, so I did want to pick up the Kayali Lychee perfume in the travel size, but they were out of stock online, and the Sephora near me also didn't have it. I think it's an online only at this point for Kayali, so that was disappointing. So it's still on my wish list, but I did pick up the Ellis Miami, was it Miami Nectar? What are you called? Yeah, the Miami Nectar Eau de Parfum Travel Spray. It's supposed to be like Miami Nights, beachy, kind of coconutty, so I think I'll like that a lot, especially for summer. And then I picked up another one of the Tarte Big EO Sketch and Set brow pencils in black brown. This is like my all-time favorite brow pencil, and the one that I have is super dried out, so I wanted to go ahead and get like a re-up of that one. I also picked up the Chardonnay SPF lip oil from Vacation, and I don't know, it has kind of an interesting scent. I don't know if I would call it Chardonnay, but it definitely has like a scent to it. Comes in this little like packaging, which I think is kind of cute, right? But it has kind of, I don't know, like almost a doughy, like it almost seems like it's trying to be vanilla, but it's not quite vanilla. So I don't know if I necessarily like the scent of this one, but I'm looking forward to using it just for SPF purposes, because if I'm outside all summer, like I need SPF everywhere, so lips would be included in everywhere. From Okja, I picked up the Heavens Speak 50 ml perfume. It is supposed to be a dupe of the Angel Share by Kilian, so I got this during the Sephora VIB sale, and as you can see, I've already used a good amount of it. I do really like the fragrance, but the large bottle is $255, which is a bit steep. So I figured I'd try the dupe fragrance and see what I think of it. If it's comparable, then maybe just use that one, since I think it was $40 for a 50 ml bottle, and it was 20% off for Mother's Day. So that was a perfect score for me. And then last but not least, I picked up the Natasha Denona Yucca palette. And this is one that I had been looking at for quite some time. And I just figured, you know, at some point I'm going to have like some points to cash in, or I'm going to have, you know, a gift card or a 20% off prestige or something, and then I'm going to pick it up. And that just kept not happening. And so when I saw this sitting there and I was looking at things and I was like, you know what? Now's the time. So I did go ahead and pick this one up, and I think it's going to be perfect for summer. I mean, obviously this is not like the newest Natasha palette, but I do think it's going to be a really pretty one for the summertime. And with that said, that is everything for this quick video. I want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!